Hello, welcome back. This is again an episode of Coder Kitty Reviews. We have another item from Noko, provided by them. Again, their items are provided to me free for review, and they do get a look at the review before it goes live, but they do not actually dictate it. All opinions are genuinely my own. So, we have this time the Noko Holo, which actually looks like kind of just a sort of a visor glasses type thing. But when you click on it, it extends a image in front of you that can actually browse the web. I could plug in different web pages I can bring up through here. There we go. Now it came up. That is not, by the way, a limitation of Noko's work. That is just SL being quirky in terms of its internal web browser that allows that to happen. If you look at it from this side, you don't see a thing. You look at it over here, you can see what a person is looking at, or you can see that they are looking at the internet. I don't think it actually shows up what you're looking at to another person. You have to usually use parcel media to do that, but you can easily collapse it back down. So what this gives you is actually a relatively quick and easy way to just simply pop out and look like your character is actually interacting with things. While you're walking around, you'd actually perceive them looking at a video or whatever else that you happen to feel like doing within that screen and have it look like it's being projected off of these visor glasses thing. It's actually pretty straightforward, relatively simple. It's the same basic tech I use on my little smartphone looking thing that I use to put Google search in view while I'm recording. So let's actually go ahead and have a look at Noko's site on the marketplace and look up this particular item while we're thinking about it. See the same occasionally slow response. Actually, that was a mistake on my part because I'm so used to my regular web browser where I can type my search in the address bar. Come on, we'll get there in a minute. Okay, here we are looking at Noko Tech the Shop. So let's see if we can find this specific item. Oh, there it is. So this future is finally here, even for Noko. The Noko View hologram glasses predict a media surface when clicked and return back to a reflection when not in use. Attractive, artsy, useful, and compact. Now, the one thing I noticed is I did rescale the visor itself to fit my head. But if you actually took a completely default Alright, if you keep it closer to the original intended size, it does actually do a good job of looking like a reflection in your visor there. It's controlled by clicking on the visor part and being careful not to catch the other mesh piece that holds the image from the net. You can tweak that a bit if you have to by sliding that forward a touch, making it easier to get to. It appears that his system does not actually adjust the reflection for the size that you make the main glasses part. So you see, we'll make that bigger there. And it goes back to that original size. So that is pre-coded in at that exact size. That is not a dynamic thing. So Things that Noko could do to improve that would be to actually make that dynamic, basically to read the scale of the visor part and then match the scale on the reflection part would definitely carry that through better. Overall, though, not my personal taste. I personally believe in having if you need a media page like that, of just putting it in something on a HUD. That way it's nice and out of the way. But it is an interesting look to it. It has a definite cyberpunk feel. It's only 200 linden, so that's actually pretty reasonable for it. It's got custom meshwork, so that is definitely a plus. You would have to actually get your camera angle positioned to actually look at that well. So if your avatar is moving around and animated, that's going to make that a little bit more difficult. But it is definitely an interesting approach to it. For 200 linden, I'd call it a nice novelty, but I wouldn't really give it a lot of credit beyond the novelty factor for this specific one. It's easy enough to set up your own media surface if you need it and stick it on a HUD. In fact, sorry Noko, hate to break some of your secrets out here, but you just simply select a face, choose media, and then you can assign it a home page. www.secondlife.com. Apply. Okay. Takes a minute sometimes. There it goes. Now it's clicking over. And now we have the Second Life web page on a prim. So what Noko's created with these with this hologram visor is just giving you a nice little cyberpunky way of putting that on your avatar to play around with. For 200 linden, that's not too bad. That's something to play around with. But I'd say I'd like to see Noko go through and actually match the size of the reflection prim to the adjusted size of the main prim before I'd give this a full recommendation. So I'm only going to give this one a 6 out of 10. So that's it for this week's Coder Kitty Reviews. Hope to see you next week. We'll have more product reviews and exploration for you. Till then, please check the description below for my coding tutorial, my scripting tutorial videos. So I'll see you then. See you around the grid.